bitches. You have Captain Crunch right now? I'm so jealous. I very rarely feel envy for another individual, but right now I feel nothing but envy. That shit's crazy. Man, I can't wait to write the final day of the exhibition. Shit's gonna be so cold. It's so far away though. Man. One day. Alrighty. I think I have everything I need. Yeah, I do. Very good. Alrighty then, lunatic. Settle in, get cozy, grab yourself a blankie, a snack, a pillow, a stuffy, whatever you need to get comfortable. It's time for some late night lucky. Last time we left off, we went ahead and finished up chapter 2. We're on to chapter 3. And excuse me. I just want to do a quick recap, and then we're going to pounce right into chapter 3. So, Lucky paced endlessly in the living room of Jamie's cabin, biting at her thumb's fingernail. She opened the fridge and freezer, looked around for a bit, and then closed them. Walking back to the living room, she turned on the TV and browsed YouTube for something to watch. Finally, she settled on an old playlist of videos from Onko she hadn't seen yet that Jamie recommended. I wonder if he'll make it. In time for her stream. Lucky looked at her phone. Never mind. Pacing for a bit again with Onko in the background, Lucky eventually went back to the kitchen and opened the fridge and freezer again. This is stupid. Lucky shut the doors once more. Finally saw Eve, but I have no idea where she's going. I killed Jamie. Well, not really. He probably isn't coming home. Lucky gripped her phone, accidentally crushing it. Damn it. Lucky bit through her now. With a quick skitter, accidentally crushing it. Text. Okay. Okay. Lucky bit through her nail with a quick skitter. It regrew and she went back to pacing. This sucks. This really sucks. Thunder rumbled outside and lightning struck nearby. Lucky walked down the hallway to the entrance of Jamie's room and looked longingly inside. I miss them. I'm alone again. Let's change this. I'm alone again. Lucky leaned against the wall outside of Jamie's room and slid down to her butt. She wrapped her arms and towel around her knees and buried her head into her legs. Tears soaked her nightwear as she began to doze off. Just as she started to lightly snore, the image of Jamie's rare smile flickered through Lucky's mind. Her mind. It is fine. The sun's heat was uncharacteristically brutal as it beat down on the Shrine of Calamity. Sun's Heat was uncharacteristically brutal as it beat down on the Shrine of Calamity. Crap. Even up in the mountains, there was hardly a breeze. Even up in the mountains, there was hardly a breeze offering. There was hardly a breeze willing to offer its relief. There was hardly a breeze willing to offer its cool relief. Members of the shrine members of the shrine scattered about finishing their daily tasks. Hainme sat at a table joined by three others. Whoops. What up, Tacken? Welcome in, welcome in. Make yourself cozy. We're doing some late night lucky. God damn, fucking cooked. So we need to have Ganyu and you have Stella. I'm thinking we have Claude and Shizu, right? Okay, so basically it comes down to who do I want to give the most amount of screen time and characterization before the big event, right? That's like ultimately what this chapter is for, and to establish some things. Ganyu for sure, Stella for sure. Those are non-negotiables. Let me just double check some things real quick. So we got Hainme, Chizu, Claude, all Shrine of Calamity. Red, Gretel, Hansel aren't getting any screen time until their fight. Screen time, in quote. Amelia's had screen time, plenty. Percy's been introduced, could probably get more love. So this is Shrine of Calamity. This is Marionette Mafia. I think Marionette Mafia. Marionette Mafia. Marionette Mafia. Shrine of Calamity, question mark? I gotta go back and see what I put Zipper in as. Emma is Shrine of Calamity, but joins up with the guilds. Ganyu. Okay. Because I know I moved around some of the affiliations, unfortunately. Which is why I'm confused. Yeah, Emma is Marionette Mafia, after all. So is Zipper. I never moved Zipper to Shrine of Calamity. Oh, that's because they go there later. That makes more sense. So, Shrine of Calamity actually has less members than I originally thought. I still wait. Okay, this one's wrong. That one's incorrect. It's just straight up wrong. Hanya Shrine, Amelia Shrine, Chizu Shrine, Claude Shrine, Zipper Shrine. I knew I fucking moved it. Yuna Shrine. That makes sense. And then Stella, Ganyu, Emma. Doesn't make as much sense. Okay. Percy, Anila, Fable, Hansel, Gretel. It's fine. Okay. Well, I mean, it's about right. Half-half. We could just say 3 others. Do Full of Wonder Caring. An older creator, she already has spark of love within. Humanity. Okay. Very nice. Jeepers creepers. So the time. It's finally here. Ganyu said. Whoops, that's incorrect as well. No? We can finally. No shit. Fight. Or, whoops. A chance to earn our spot back. The round table. Appreciate your assistance in this endeavor. Priestess Anya. Ganyu bowed his head slightly and pushed a wrapped box across the table to Anya. Please, Ganyu, lift your head. You all have much gain from this. You smiled warmly and accepted his gift. Wide-eyed. Odd-headed girl. Twin tails. To the right. I've gotten you. I don't believe you've met. Are you participating in the exhibition? And you asked. A tallish girl. A tall girl. Girl's red eyes seemed to shine for a moment, but she didn't respond. Yes, I am to fight alongside Ganyu, his squad. It's nice to meet you, Anya of the Shrine of Calamity. My name is Emma Silverhand. Pleasure, Emma. I must say, I'm impressed. Anya paused to take a sip of mysterious brown drink. Kill myself.
Kill yourself.
For what? Also, welcome back, Tara. Oh, fuck. To be brought. To be. Yeah, she a twin tailer. Chosen. Lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. Join in the fight against him. Ganyu. At Ganyu's side must mean you are truly terrifying individual. Your praise flatters me, Hainme. I'll do gently placed your hands on the table. Do my best to live up to your expectations. when you left. I don't need to be so humble now. Anyone can tune with mana and feel like of your gate. From the city away. And you leaned in and grinned at Hainme. If he isn't careful, he may not even get a chance to fight me. Really? Let's pray for that outcome then. And you smiled. I don't like this. Stella finally broke her silence. I don't mind getting hands dirty and fighting someone. This whole thing seems pointless. Why don't we just merge with the Fool's Tarot? We all seem to want the same thing. When you frowned, Stella, my dear, your father's heart would break if he heard you say something like that. He's not here, is he? Stella slammed her fist on the table. Tears welled up in her eyes. But you are still here. Stella, and you reached out to his niece. Stood up and shoved. Stood up abruptly. Softly put her chair back in its place. I'll do my part. I don't want to hear anything else about this. I'll be with Wyvern. I'll stormed off back towards shrines and tree points. Anu placed his hands on his thighs inside. I'm sorry, I can't see that. You shook her head. Reassuring smile. Across her face. Whoops. Yeah, I was right, dummy. But not. Girl. Just cares not for the squabble, for the squabbles, the elderly. May I overstep? If I may. God, you make it still angry again. Doesn't take much when you're unfortunately basically neglected, I guess. Of course. Counsel is appreciated and always welcome. One of my favorite things about Ganyu is that, like, even though he's been treated with so much disdain from people that are just remembering the recent acts of the Marionette Mafia before he took over, and like even though he was part of helping save the city, and like even though all these things, he's still an incredibly respectful individual and values like the bond of word and honor so much. Like, it's just like really cool that he's willing to be unshaken in his belief of like the good in people and the idea that people will do the right thing as long as he puts, you know, goodwill out into the universe, then his people will be taken care of, kind of thing. I think that unshakable like trust in his peers and in the world around him is really kind of sweet. It's not, I don't usually write a character like that, but he's got to be one of my faves for that reason. There's a few others, but he's definitely up there. Plus, I mean, he'll just run the fade for the love of the game, which is always fun, to be honest. We don't always need a super, like, not that he's necessarily a one-dimensional character. You don't always need a super complex character for them to be likable. I think it's important to know like which characters need to be shown to be more complex with maybe more complex motivations, and which ones need to be a bit more straightforward and serve their current purpose before they kind of do their own thing. It helps though when you don't like relegate characters to just being a one-trick pony. It'd be like if you have a character and you're just like, all they are is they're a powerhouse. They're supposed to be kind of funny. You know, they got this one goal and that's all you make them. I feel like it's really easy to kind of just shoehorn them into literally only being that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. I'd rather allow my characters to have some kind of agency and fuck up my plan, especially since I started writing in this style. It's been really fun this way. Gani is one of your fave characters so far. We think I know that. I vaguely remember you saying something about that during the like middle chapters of the first book, I think. Or like you weren't sure at first, but you think you like him now or something like that. And then you sent the list at the end. Council's appreciated, always welcome. Well, Stella is an adult. Still very much child. In the same way that any Rodell, creepers yet to leave its nest as a child. She is as strong as she is thoughtful. You know that. Also, you know that she yearns, that she desires your affection and time. The children yearn for the mines and time. If not now, after your exhibition, I think it would benefit. It would good for both of you to spend time together. Anya explained. Anya leaned back. As always, you speak nothing but the truth. I do intend to right the wrongs with the girl as soon as I can. Hope that I just pray that she will forgive me for putting her through all of this. I doubt Calamity would understand such a prayer. Yeah, looked saddened. It's nothing. And you put a smile back on her face. to Emma. Would you like to hear Hillary? Sure. I mean, yes, please. If you'd be so kind. Emma said nervously. Oops. Being pointed to a statue of a dragon. There was a time when Earth folk would dare to defy the gods. Among Earth folk, whoopsies, strongest warriors and was boy who eons would search for one world at a time. Mama nodded. Origins of Calamity. I know that one. He said excitedly. And yet clasped her hands together. Wonderful. Then I'll skip ahead a bit to a much lesser known tale. And leaned in, wonder on her face. Dargans indeed. Oh, okay. Painted. Let me see. Title of The One Universal Truth. Title of The Universal Truth. Abandoning. Whoops. Its title. Aeon of Greed. I'm sorry. You say his? When you butted in. Shh. I'm put your finger to your lips. What is often forgotten or left out is that on that day, Calamity's ascension, 12 other Aeons were born. Well, some were reborn, to be exact. Most importantly, for now, I'd like to focus on just one. What did I wind up going with? Did I put it in here? Didn't, but it's okay. Easy fix. Miki, Yumi, reality. Miki. Short. And yeah, locked eyes with Emma. Wouldn't happen to know anything about Miki reality, would you? His breathing became shallow and her face went pale. How did you know? Say that I've spent a lot of time talking Calamity and Miki. It doesn't take much for me to see the influence, for me to recognize. Yeah, shut up, I know. I was being lazy. You seemed pleased. If you do wind up having to fight him, I must urge you to exercise utmost caution. Utmost, not utmost. Dumbass. Stop second guessing yourself. I will. Thank you, Red Priestess. I mean, Hainme. Mama nodded. Wow. I must say, look, this heat has gotten to me. I apologize, but I must take my leave. And I'm sure. And we'll stop for tomorrow's activities. And you stood up. And bowed graciously before leaving. Get anything past her? Gone, you chuckled. Okay. I guess not. I'm watched you leave in a stupor. Okay. Okay. Where is it? There you are. It's fucking weird, but okay. Shall take it. In the catacombs. Catacombs. Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. Whoops. My bad. Totally forgot to, my son went with my mother down to visit family. I meant to call him a couple hours ago, and I had told her to give me a call before they went to bed, and they never did. So I was going to call them. I totally forgot. He's already asleep. Oh, let's call him in the morning. It's really not the end of the world. Just a bummer. Down in the catacombs. Oh. Well maintained catacombs below marionette mafias establishment. Alright. Brawl had broken out. In the center of the ball. Percy was swinging guildmate round by their ankle, haunting the other guild members. Come on now. You can do better than that. You want to get shown up by a bunch of maids with a day job. Yeeted the man he was holding into a group of others. They just hang out in the catacombs, though. It's the only place that can really train without going super far away or do anything. Not that they should be training the day before, which is what I'm about to point out. Shorter, scarred, riddled, blonde hair descended down to the room. On seeing commotion, she took a deep breath before belting the top of her lungs. Listen up, whelps. Her voice shook the room, causing dirt to land on Percy's head. Everyone quickly settled down and faced blue-eyed girl. Her red hooded cloak fit her nicely. It's going good, Jackal. How are you doing tonight? You doing all the things? Have some chicken wings? Get your PGR pings. That's a good RNG to get. Thanks for the head pats and a sippy sip. What the fuck? Thank you. No chicken wings? Bruh. Come on now. Somebody's got to eat chicken wings for me. I literally cannot right now. Oh, some good ass water. Nicely. To her. Muscular build. Not a fan of chicken. Ask someone else. Fair enough. I respect it. What's the deal with the rough housing? Don't you know we got work to do tomorrow? Raspy voice exuded confidence and authority. That's my bad, red. Decided the color red, right? Yeah, fabled red. It's my bad, red. Ain't the boys' fault. So let them off the hook. Easy. Please. Percy saw dangerous look in Red's eyes. Please. Please. Them off the hook. Easy. Just imagine Percy making a silly expression when he got pelted by a clump of dirt. He was sticking out his tongue and his eyes widening. I can do whatever the hell they want. It's your mangy ass. I should be taking it easy until tomorrow. Lord scolded Percy. You're that desperate for some action. Why don't I come down there and give you some action myself? No, thank you, ma'am. Red. Actually, you see, the boys and I were on our way to fetch you some nice booze. We got a little distracted. .90 proof. Some tasty booze. We got a little distracted. I said nervously. Oh, be sure put it on my desk. Have to come back down here again. You'll all be on scrubbing duty for the next month. You turned quickly. Blackbang the cloak. There she returned upstairs. Whew. Somebody quickly get her a drink. Percy wiped his brow. Bomb. Percy Saloon, just a little bit. A little goober. Can I list it as part 1 through whatever for each chapter? That doesn't really matter how I want to do it. Fools, Carol, Vladimir, scribbled away some parchment on his office desk. Wait, on his door, grabbed his attention. Come in. You needn't. I've never written that before. I don't think I've ever read it. Needn't? ENT? Oh, I was right. What the fuck? Come on. You've seen Needn't in some RPGs? I don't think I have. I've definitely heard it somewhere before. Or if I have seen it, I don't fucking remember. Vladimir. Let's head down. Working. Lifted. An arm. Wave. Wave. On him. With his arm. A welcoming motion, but continued working. Or fucking fix it later. To the office and helped himself to a seat. So we know the lineup. A little bit longer. Are you worried? Linden. What are you referring to? Vladimir peered over his spectacles. Whole thing a mess. Hainme's not back yet. We've got time to update, bitches. Um, well, this is awkward. Why don't these have their own thingies? I know why. It's okay. Lumen View, Bergen Snatch, Leo Floral. It helps if you like develop the regions. Add subtab. Central continent. Okay, well the music stopped. What are we thinking next? We can do. I got another one. It's only 30 minutes long though. Goddamn Hulu ad. Central continent. Whoops, my bad. Northern continent. Eastern continent. Southern continent. Western continent. DW3. I'd be down for that. Adding 3. Make sure I'm using the right one. It's not what I really want, is it? Luminous. Paragon would actually be kind of dope, huh? Yeah. Pro Maximus. We'll go back to that. Touch of prosperity. Hand of ingenuity. Might. Where the Jamie at? Living their best life. You said no spoilers. I'm not spoiling. Jamie went on a vacation to the beach, you see? Yeah, you saw right. That's exactly what they did. Coalition, right? Maybe that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe it is what I'm looking for. Ba-da-da. Central, south, west, west. I could move Bergen Snatch to the east. That doesn't matter. East. Will Vladimir realistically get back in time? It'll be fine. Thessalonia. Full Metal Guild. High horse had asses. Fretted. Okay. My boy will be there. Worry not. This will be a good show. Strength from Aegis. Buy us some time. Reconsider some of their more recent movements. Vladimir. His temples. And not a hair will be harmed on anyone who stands. I made sure of that. Vladimir laid his hand over his phone that was laying on the table. Oh. Rose phone jingled when she opened it hastily. Oh. What? The staff you got there. Tara, girl in particular. In particular would be great security. I can tell, is grown leaps and bounds. If he had more experience, I dare say, you could recommend her for a promotion that would dwarf her team leader. Better smiled when anticipation. Doubt she'd get the okay. Girl flipped through, wiped through the pages, documents on Terra. Her support magic is unreal. I have little to nothing about her combat capabilities. Vladimir shook his head. What am I always telling you? Look beyond the reports. Our ability is super unique, but should be impossible to maintain for entire quests like she does. What are we missing? How does she do it? What are we missing? And can you weaponize this ability? To fight on her own turns. My guess is you've already figured all of that out. Girl. So dryly. Terra's stronger than Holly. So the way guild ranks work isn't necessarily in raw power, right? So like for example, well, raw power is probably the easiest way to get a rank up. Like somebody who could just fell a mighty beast consistently would get a rank up. There's also high value placed on like really unique abilities that could just do a lot or do one thing exceptionally well as overall like versatility. Part of what the Fool's Carol is lacking right now, especially, is strong support adventurers, like really varied and strong experienced support adventurers, because some of them have retired and some of them are now working as maids. So they've lost some of their best support mages. That's like part of it. The other part of it is Terra's ability essentially enables entire parties to fight in an entirely different way than they normally would, and it gives them access to doing a whole lot fucking more, right? So the guild just naturally values that highly. Just like while Nept is extremely competent at what Nept does specifically, if Nept sticks to doing just like the DPS, you know, targeting thing that they do and control thing they do, they're going to be judged based on what they can slay and how well they do it without getting injured. As they spec into their assassin stuff, that'll be considered more. Holly's basically considered on their leadership skills and their raw power. Whereas like Taiga, as time goes on, is going to be kind of known for a, what's it called? A like overall versatility and grit, and then just like seemingly being very lucky and having a knack for like certain things. Tara gets 1 second use. Yeah, exactly. No, Tara's got a special job for the exhibition. Yep, they're gonna make sure that the fucking civilians don't get their shit blown up if something goes a little too wild. They're gonna be one of the people protecting the civilians from like stray magic attacks and shit, so people can kind of let loose and get a little crazy. Good on Tara. They're like, we have a special job for you. Have money, and we'll keep it in mind for your promotions. Of course. You said slyly. Now's not the time for that. Is the time. Let go of our anxieties and put stock in the efforts we've made up to this moment. Go home and rest, Carol. You have a big day tomorrow. Carol nodded. Left the room without another word. After clocking herself out, after wishing the cleaning, to walk towards, she left Fool's Carol. Heading east, the housing district. Is it fucking east though? Nighty night, Nim. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Get some rest and all that. Beast, 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 least, 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 breast, breast. My bad. I'm dumb as fuck. West side of Mimic Forest. To the west, Western Coliseum. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be west originally, but I don't know why I wrote east. Dumbass. West for the housing district. Wonder Terry will be home. Back tomorrow. See my about. Blushed. And gained a pep in her step. Continued. Okay. Short chapter, but chapter done nonetheless. Yippee. Why does this keep happening to me? Why does this happen to me? As a super short chapter. Just shy of 1700, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Again, chapter is as long as the chapter needs to be. Them's the rules. I don't make the rules. Them's are the rules. Listen up, whelps. I think it's best we call it there. So. Let's finish out writing about these chapters, yeah? Chapter 4. They want to Beatrix versus Hainme. Let's start planning some of this shit out, shall we? Beatrix. And yeah. Let's see. Hainme. Hainme starts fight with bow staff. Dual daggers on the back foot against Beatrix is might and speed with bladed whips. us to get critical blow. Beatrix with her tendril. Beatrix comes dizzy. Beatrix goes shivering queen. That's too little, too late. Anya, disable, aware. Beatrix down. Incapacitate. Alright. In your comments that if they had fought when Beatrix was healthy, things might have been different. That's chapter 4. Let me guess the song's over. EW3. Lo-fi. 13 minutes. The fuck? Fine. Digimon World 3. Not 1, 3. 13 minutes, bro. I guess I could do a playlist. Pokemon Shadow. World 3. That is just the Digimon World 1 put in with Digimon World 3. Okay, so it's gonna have to be this one. Not more relaxing Digimon music. That's not. Why is Epic Games open? The fuck? What is going on right now? Stop that. Carl versus Chizu. One of exhibition. Carl versus Chizu. Should be Cleo versus Claude. Versus Claude. Bray. I mean, I guess I could just do it down here, right? I won't need to go do it this way. I could just do this. Wait, no, because it has my points total. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Don't mind me. Day 2. Day 3. I'll worry about that later. 1/7.5. Bum 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 ba da dum. 2 of Krma versus red. Eight. 3.5. I don't think I'm finishing this whole thing right now, but let's at least get a Molly versus Gretel. Bruh. Yeah, versus oops, Gretel. This may not wind up being separate. Oh, they'll all be separate chapters. It's fun. So I guess when I do the chapter title, I could put who's fighting who, or I could put part. If I do part, then that's 12 parts. It seems way less conducive for a chapter title. Or I can name it based on something with their fight, so it doesn't give away the name of who's fighting yet. I have options, which is always good. I think I give it a specific name for each fight. Not something like so-and-so's last stand or whatever. That'd be probably not it. The fuck? Why are we like this? Formatting makes no goddamn sense. Okay. Carol versus Chizu. Pretty sure Carol loses. Yerp. Yeah, full sweep, round 1, day 1. Carol gets DQ'd, right? I think is what I went for here. Yeah. Does she get DQ'd? Yeah, she does. Get him, Chizu. Chizu's not going to use her full amount of power. Yeah. Chizu's kind of a massive threat. In her base form, Chizu relies heavily on breakers and enhancements as she cannot emit her mana very far. Evening Darling, Eternal Slumber, Chizu transforms into a magical girl, gaining the Sweet Dreams breaker, and her familiar Jam Jam powers up. Shizu's gate and magical circuits fully open, allowing for a free flow of mana. She commonly uses this to make her mana extremely dense, thus increasing her melee strength, durability, and speed. Cosmic Rain, only a castable in Edis. Shizu fires a volley of nebula colored mana. Yep. Cosmic Hunger, only castable in Edis. Shizu can expand 75% more mana cast spell. Multicolored beam, straight line, reaches destination, then it swirls and pulls everything in there. The weight is said to be equivalent to that of a black hole. Jam Jam is her inner hopes and dreams, largely a non-combatant, but takes the form of a plump, squishy hamster. Sweet Dreams is her magical girl weapon. Zzz. They're large power gauntlets. Right fist reads sweet, left fist reads dream. Is that correct? Yeah, because if they're reading from... Am I dumb? Yeah, if they're reading from their side, sweet would be on the right hand. Yeah, sweet would be on the right hand if they're reading left to right. Okay. These weapons are made of foreign material. It's been said that strike from these gauntlets are heavy as a mountain. Surely that's exaggeration. Right. So we're not going to be using Cosmic Hunger. We might use Cosmic Rain. She's going to start the fight with a beat stick, basically. Begins. The fight. Blocked by Shizu's speed and power. Shizu uses wooden hammer. This phase. Go takes it up a notch, calling upon Fenrir. That takes it up a notch. Oops. Tapping unknowingly into Fenrir's power. Shizu begins to struggle. Activates her transformation. Who gets Kara on her last legs? Kana takes over. Vladimir notices this. Hailing her from behind and issuing a DQ to Carol. Before things get messy. Cleo gets melee whopped on fort. Gonna hold up for a bit, but Cleo gets Yes, absolutely. We whopped. Sorry, Cleo. Molly whopped, whatever. Karma, what's up? Valiant fight. Red has Yipper and the entire bout. And eventually Rayos. Well, Granny's basket. Granny's safe. Granny's bazooka. Goes Karma. Malia versus Gretel. I'll do more of this later. I'm feeling tapped out. I'm at my limit, as they say. Well, I appreciate everyone for coming out tonight. Why the DQ? On who? On Carol? That who we're referring to? Carol's takeover by her dead sister Kana isn't something that Vladimir wants people knowing about, especially as Carol runs one half of the Fool's Carol, essentially. So usually it's pretty agreed upon that unless it's dire circumstances that's a no-go zone. And since it was activated against Carol's will, Vladimir just turns her off, basically. Dun, 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 dun. Even if it did fully activate, because it's broad daylight, chances are Carol wasn't winning anyways. But it's still one of those, like, we don't want people. What does Vlad want in the secret? There's certain things that are considered relatively taboo in this world, and Carol essentially using necromancy to store her sister's soul in her own body is kind of like a frowned upon thing, and that can hurt the reputation of the Fool's Carol, and it can also hurt Carol's reputation pretty badly. So that's a big no-no. That's like, and who also goes through something? Nano? I don't know who you're talking about. I mean, Stella's got some stuff. Emma's got some sketchiest stuff as well. Jamie's got some sketchy stuff with his this thing. Zipper's a no-no. There's quite a few characters that are considered like, their existence is taboo for a lot of the area. If it were just ageist individuals or like Carol was on a quest, Vladimir wouldn't care. but specifically because of the guilds that are going to be there, and specifically some of the members of the round table that have been causing problems and trying to come at the Fool's Carol, he doesn't want to give them any more ammunition to try and do the stuff they want to do. So he's, gosh, he'd rather take the point loss, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah. Oh, mono? Right? Yeah. The pilferer's finger. Yeah. Something spectral in nature wouldn't be so much of an issue. It's the fact of like just strictly a possession. Is this a Mon reformed? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, I don't know. What was I gonna say? There's gonna be some problems. Mono monstrum. I wonder. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's just I can't quite figure it out what it's for or from or in reference to. It's just not on the nose enough. I don't know. I just if only the author could have put it any more down my throat and exploded my esophagus. Maybe then. Maybe then. I just don't know though. I couldn't know. How could I? How could I possibly know? Fuck if I know. Said everybody ever. I finished fixing the colors for this. Pretty much. Okay. Thanks for the head pats. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm a little eepy cat. I think it's probably for the best that I try to turn my brain off, get some sleepy deepy doos. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but sounds like a good idea to me. I say that, and then I'm gonna be up anyways, because, you know, it's never that easy. Wow. Wow. Well, I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Tomorrow we'll be doing Late Night Lucky. Just Late Night Lucky. Probably do some art at the start, and then we'll go from there. But I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Annyeong.